Today, Cowboys Report. We are breaking down the Dallas Cowboys playoff picture, their possible path, their looting guide, and everything you needed to know after Philadelphia Eagles lost again. Even after the Cowboys' tough loss against Detroit Lions, the playoff chances and the dream of winning the National Football Conference East are still alive. Today, we explain where the Cowboys stand, what they need, and how miracles playoff run can still happen for the Cowboys. But before we go on, remember to subscribe to our platform, turn on notification, and join channel membership or give us any support. The loss to the Detroit Lions hurt the Cowboys last week. It exposed several weaknesses on the offensive line, on the defensive side, in the secondary, and in late-game executions. However, National Football Conference standings did not collapse. The Cowboys still have a clear chance to advance to the postseason. Detroit Lions played with the physical strength, consistency, and discipline. They controlled the ball, pressured the Cowboys quarterback, and forced difficult throws. This loss reminded the Cowboys of what needs improvement as the playoff race intensifies. Philadelphia Eagles losing again changed everything. It reopened the path that looked almost closed. The Cowboys now have a small but real opportunity to fight for the National Football Conference East Division title. Even if it is unlikely, the fact that the Eagles continue to fall gives the Cowboys a chance to stay alive. This situation adds pressure to both dreams. Dallas must win, Philadelphia must fail, but this is the National Football League, where strange things happen every week. The National Football Conference East has two main competitors, Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. The Cowboys need to win all remaining games and hope for more losers from the Philadelphia. If this happens, the Cowboys could steal the division at the last minutes. Winning the division means a hope of the playoff game. It means avoiding the toughest wildcard matchups. It gives the Cowboys momentum, confidence, and home crowd advantage. Even if the chance is small, fighting for the division title is worth it. At this moment, Dallas Cowboys are in the strong wildcard position. They are in front of the several teams such as Green Bay Packers, Seattle Seahawks, Minnesota Vikings, and Tampa Bay. But the margin is not huge. Every game matters. The Cowboys must win their final games, avoid turnovers, improve red zone efficiency, reduce penalties, strengthen defensive communications. If they do these things, the wild card slot will remain secure. To help the Cowboys climb to the standings, fans should root against teams such as Green Bay Packers, Seattle Vikings, and Tampa Bay and the Philadelphia Eagles. Every loss from this team gives Dallas more breathing room. Late in the season, the playoff race becomes a chessboard. Each game influences 4 or 5 different teams. This is why monitoring National Football Conference games is necessary. Cowboys fans must celebrate every opponent loss as much as Cowboys victory. The Cowboys offense has several strengths: accurate passing when protected, strong wide receiver group, good routing running, and quick scoring potential. When they are executing at high level, the Cowboys can compete with any National Football League team. But of course, offensive weakness is another issue. Weaknesses are clear: inconsistent running game, difficult against heavy pass rusher, struggle in short yardage situations, pressure on quarterback from the interior line. Fixing these issues is necessary for the playoff run. But also, we can talk about on defensive line review. Defensive line has strong pass rush players, but sometimes struggles against the run. The team must set the edge better, tackle clean, maintain gap discipline. The secondary can play well, but inconsistent coverage has allowed the big plays. Communication must improve, especially in late game situations. Leadership of the quarterback must be the leader of the offense. He must make quick decisions, avoid dangerous throws, and guide long drives when needed. Wide receiver and tight ends also, they must create separation, learn sharp routes, and make secure catches. Tight ends must support both blocking and shorting passing plays, but also running backs must fight for the extra yards, protect the ball, and pick up blitzes to help the quarterback. But also defensive playmakers must set up. They must force turnovers, create pressure, and stop opponents on 30 throws. Coaching adjustment needed also at this level. Coaching decision will define the Cowboys' destiny. They must improve the game management, use smarter timeouts, call balanced plays, study opponent thoroughly. Why strategy matters for the playoff run? A good strategy can create a simple plays for the offense and limit mistakes on the defense. Smart planning wins games in the playoffs. Every remaining games must be treated like a playoff game. There is no space for errors. Winning out is the only safe path. Each game impacts playoff seeding. A single win or loss can move the Cowboys up or down multiple spots. Cowboys will win all games. Eagles lose multiple games. Rival teams drop key matchups. This gives Dallas a strong playoff seeds. Cowboys win most games, secure wild card spots, face tough opponents on the road, but also worst case scenario can happen. Cowboys can drop more games, rivals team pass them, playoffs become unlikely, but we are still pushing as the Cowboys as we are fighting for the ticket for the playoffs, NFC playoffs 2025. And confidence is extremely important. The Cowboys must trust their preparation and avoid panic, of course. Teams that enter the playoffs with the momentum often go far. Cowboys need strong performances to breed beliefs. That's what we need in order to find how we can get the good results in NFC as we are waiting the return of the Trevon Diggs from the injury. That will be a big boost for the Dallas Cowboys ahead the game of the Vikings next week, and this will be the game that will decide the playoff picture for the Dallas Cowboys in this season. After a big loss on the Detroit Lions last week, it was not good, but the way we are going now, we are waiting to see what we can do in the game versus the Vikings, and we hope that Trevon Diggs' return, availability of the other players, Dak Prescott, George Pickens, and CeeDee Lamb injury, Cowboys organization. Today we focus on two big topics. First one is the latest news on Trevon Diggs and the question everyone is asking, will he return this week? Second is Brian Schottenheimer confirming that Kenneth Murray will continue to start at linebacker, even with pressure from Logan Wilson. Let us break everything down step by step. Trevon Diggs' situation. Diggs was officially designated to return on November 30. That means the Cowboys opened his 21-day return window. During this window, he can practice, but the team must decide when to replace him back on the active roster. Right now, he is still in the middle of that 21-day period. That was hope that he might come back last week, but according to ESPN reporter Jeremy Fowler, Trevon Diggs is still working to get his body back into full game condition. He has been away for a long time, and returning to the National Football League speed is not simple. So the question remains, is this week final return for the Trevon Diggs? ESPN recently suggested that the Cowboys might consider cutting Trevon Diggs in the future. This idea immediately created a noise among the fans. It is important to understand something. This is not report from the Cowboys, it is on speculation. The team has not shared any public plan to move on from him. For now, the focus inside of the organization is simply to get him healthy and ready to contribute again. Could he return this week? This is a question. There is real possibility. The Cowboys have seen improvement in his movement during practice sessions. Coaches want to see how he responds to the increased activity, whether he can handle full-speed drills. If everything goes well, this could be a week he came back. If they feel he needs more time, they can still wait because of the return window is not finished. Brian Schottenheimer on Kenneth Murray. Let's talk about also Kenneth Murray. Now let us move to the linebacker situation currently. Head coach Brian Schottenheimer was asked about the competition between Kenneth Murray and Logan Wilson. Many fans believed Wilson could take Murray's spot, but the coach made his position very clear. He said, "It is good comparison. Both players are very important players, but attribute will really take, like the run and hit ability of Kenneth Murray and the physicality he plays with really stand out of the film. Logan Wilson has also done an incredible job learning the system and breaking down plays quickly. Right now, we are getting positive play from both players, and that is why you see the numbers the way they are." The statement confirms that Kenneth Murray will continue as the starter. According to the Schottenheimer, Kenneth Murray brings strong run and hit ability, physical play, energy and aggression, reliable speed when chasing down ball carries. These are qualities the Cowboys value, especially in the defensive scheme. Logan Wilson is not being ignored. The coach praised him for his ability and learn quickly. His skills in leading offensive formation, his intelligence in understanding the system, but for now, the staff believes Murray should remain the number one option. Cowboys' defensive structure depends heavily on speed at linebacker. Keeping Kenneth Murray as the starter, maintaining continuity, using Logan Wilson in rotation gives the team flexibility. Both players help team in different ways, and coaches believe the team is stronger when both are involved. So here is where things stand. Trevon Diggs' good progress still in the 21-day window. Possible return this week not granted. Cut rumors, only speculation not from the team. Kenneth Murray confirmed to continue as a starter at linebacker. Logan Wilson continued to rotate and contribute while learning the system. Thank you for spending your time with us today on Cowboys Report. Make sure you stay tuned in the contract concerns. Diggs suffered a serious knee injury, and even though he is working hard to come back, the Cowboys cannot fully trust what he will look like long term. This is why Danny Blugler believes the Cowboys might draft a cornerback early. It is not respected to Diggs. It is not disrespected for the Diggs. It is preparation. The smart franchise prepares for every possible outcome. Why cornerback becomes priority for the Cowboys? Let us see what Dallas is facing. Diggs' recovery timeline, lack of depth behind him, struggle in coverage during important games, the defensive system that needs strong man coverage, a higher pressure NFC with a right wide receiver. All these makes cornerback not just a need, but a strategic target. The Jelmod McCoy is the tennis cornerback. He is young, fast, confident, and very smooth in coverage. He did not play in the 2025 because of the ACL injury, but then Blugler still calls him a top-quality cornerback with long-term upside. Why? Because his 2024 tape was exceptional. He showed excellent footwork, great ability to mirror receivers, calm reaction, sharp awareness, impressive recovery speed. Even with an injury, teams remember what he showed in the 2024. Some fans worry because of scouts do not have a fresh 2025 video footages, but Brugler notes that McCoy will be more than 1 year removed from the injury by NFC Combine. That is enough recovery time. Teams will test him physically. They will measure his strength, speed, and agility. If the medical evaluation comes back clean, McCoy becomes a strong first-round option. And remember, Dallas has always been willing to draft talented players coming off the injuries. Cowboys' history with the injured players, it is another big issue, my friend. Over the years, Dallas has drafted several players who were returning from the injury. They like taking chances on low talent. It is part of the identity. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not. But they always trust their medical staff and the scouting department. For example, Jalen Smith, DeMarcus Lawrence, and Sans Ree, this history makes McCoy a natural match. Why McCoy first fit the Dallas scheme? Of course, you can ask yourself why McCoy first all fit on the McCoy on Dallas feet. Cowboys defense relies on aggressive cornerback play, place coverage, speed on the outside, quick reaction, foot tackling on the edge. McCoy checks all these boxes. He is strong in man coverage but also comfortable in his own scheme. He is exactly what type of the cornerback coaches love to develop. The second major prediction from Dan Blugler is George running back C.J. Aaron. C.J. Aaron is fast, physically intelligent, strong land defender, good in short area coverage, a leader on the defense. He is the kind of the linebacker who fits perfectly in modern NFL defenses. Dallas has needed a reliable, durable linebacker from the several seasons. Injury have hurt them in this position many times. C.J. Aaron provides stability and youth. The Cowboys linebacker group has dealt with injuries, inconsistent play, lack of depth, poor tackling in key moments. Drafting C.J. Aaron solves these problems instantly. He brings energy and discipline. This is why Blugler mock draft feels realistic. Cowboys Reports host Tom Downey reacted to the mock draft